The weekend with Jake had been everything Maya hoped for and more. Their time together felt like a breath of fresh air, filling her heart with warmth and joy. They laughed, cooked, and reminisced about old times, and for those precious moments. It felt as if no distance had ever separated them. But as the weekend came to an end, a familiar sadness crept back into Maya's heart. She knew she would have to return to her everyday life, and the thought of being apart from Jake again weighed heavily on her. On Sunday morning, as they shared breakfast, Maya couldn't shake the feeling of melancholy. Jake noticed her silence and asked, "What's on your mind, Maya? You seem a bit distant." Maya sighed and looked at her plate, gathering her thoughts. I don't want this to be the last time we see each other for a while. I love our friendship, and I don't want to lose it again." Jake reached across the table and took her hand. "You don't have to worry about that. We've proven that distance can't break our bond. We'll keep making time for each other. No matter what." His words brought her comfort, but a part of her still felt uncertain. But what if life gets busy again? What if we start to drift apart like before? Jake smiled, his eyes sparkling with determination. "We just need to be intentional. Let's plan regular visits, set up more game nights, or even start a new tradition. We can keep this going." Maya felt a sense of hope swell within her. The idea of creating new traditions excited her. They could make plans to explore new places together, whether in person or virtually. "You're right, we can do this." "Make sure we stay connected," she said, feeling more determined. After breakfast, they took a walk to the nearby park, enjoying the cool autumn air and the vibrant colors of the falling leaves. As they strolled, Maya began to brainstorm ideas for their new traditions. What if we both keep a shared journal, where we can write in it about our lives, our goals, and our adventures? Then we can read it together during our calls. I love that idea." "It'll be like a time capsule of our friendship," Jake replied, his enthusiasm infectious. They spent the rest of the day discussing their plans, laughing as they imagined all the memories they would create together. They even decided to pick a yearly date to visit each other, ensuring they would have regular face-to-face time. As the sun began to set, Maya felt a golden glow over the park. Maya felt a deep sense of gratitude. She realized that their friendship was a testament to human strength and resilience. Even when faced with challenges, they had found ways to overcome them. They were proving that love and connection could thrive no matter the distance. Later, that evening, as they prepared for her departure, Maya felt a bittersweet mix of emotions. She didn't want to leave, but was hopeful for the future they had planned. As they stood at the door, Jake pulled her into a tight hug. "I'm so glad you came to visit. You mean a lot to me, Maya." "You mean a lot to me too, Jake. I'll carry this weekend with me until we meet again," she said, feeling the warmth of their friendship surround her. As she drove home, Maya reflected on everything they had discussed. The distance that once felt like a barrier now seemed like a bridge, connecting their hearts in new and meaningful ways. She realized that she didn't have to be afraid of losing Jake again. They were both committed to nurturing their friendship, no matter the miles. When she arrived home, stars twinkled brightly in the night sky, reminding her of the bond they shared. She understood that humans are off limits. No one dares harm them anymore. They had the power to connect, uplift, and inspire each other, no matter where life took them. With renewed hope, Maya began to write in her own journal, capturing the memories of their weekend and the plans they had made. She felt a sense of excitement for the future, knowing that their friendship was strong and enduring. As she closed her journal that night, Maya smiled, feeling grateful for the love and connection they had built. Together they were proving that true friendship could withstand anything, shining brightly in the vast universe of life. As fall settled in, Maya found herself feeling more connected to Jake than ever before. Their virtual adventures had become a cherished part of her routine, filling her heart with warmth and joy. However, even amidst the laughter and shared experiences, a small part of her felt a lingering sadness. She missed the simple moments they used to share in person, the spontaneous outings, the quiet conversations, and the comforting presence of having him nearby. One evening, after a busy day at work, Maya sat at her kitchen table, sipping her tea and reflecting on their friendship. She looked around her home, filled with reminders of their time together, the photos on the walls, the books they had read, and even the cooking utensils they had used during their baking adventure. Each item reminded her of the special bond they shared. Suddenly, an idea sparked in her mind. What if she organized a surprise visit to see Jake? She knew it was a big step, but the thought of seeing him in person filled her with excitement. Maybe this would be the way to reignite their connection and show him just how much he meant to her. Maya quickly grabbed her phone and began to plan. She checked her calendar to find a weekend when she could make the trip. After some juggling, she settled on a weekend in November just before Thanksgiving. It would be the perfect time for a surprise. And she could even help him prepare for the holiday. With her plans in place, Maya felt a rush of determination. She knew she had to keep this a secret, so she began to gather everything she would need for the trip. She packed her favorite snacks for the road, her favorite sweater, and even a small gift for Jake, a custom-made mug with a picture of their hiking trip from years ago. As the day of her departure approached, Maya felt a mix of excitement and nerves. What if Jake was busy? What if he didn't want to see her? But then she remembered all the times they had shared, the laughter and support they had given each other. She felt hope swell within her. Their friendship was strong enough to handle this surprise. On the morning of her trip, Maya woke up early, her heart racing with anticipation. She loaded her car and set off on the road, the crisp autumn air filling her lungs. The drive was beautiful, with trees bursting in shades of orange and yellow. She felt grateful for the opportunity to reconnect with her best friend. After several hours of driving, she finally arrived at Jake's city. As she parked in front of his apartment building, she could hardly contain her excitement. She took a deep breath, gathering her courage, and made her way to his door. Maya knocked lightly, her heart pounding. She hoped that Jake would be home. Moments later, she heard footsteps approaching. When the door swung open, Jake stood there, his eyes wide with surprise. "Maya?" he exclaimed, unable to believe what he was seeing. "What are you doing here?" Huge smile spread across her face. "I wanted to surprise you. I missed you so much, and thought it would be great too. Spend some time together." Jake stepped aside, letting her into his home. "This is amazing. I can't believe you drove all this way." He pulled her into a warm hug, and in that moment, Maya felt all her worries melt away. They spent the weekend catching up, sharing stories, and enjoying each other's company. They cooked together just like they had done virtually, but now it felt even more special. They laughed as they attempted new recipes. And Maya felt a sense of joy she hadn't experienced in a long time. On Saturday, they decided to go apple picking at a nearby orchard. The sun shone brightly as they wandered through the rows of trees, laughing and reminiscing about their past adventures. Maya felt free and happy, as if they were right back where they belonged. That evening, as they sat on the porch watching the sunset, Maya reflected on how far they had come. "You know, even when we were apart, I always felt close to you," she said softly. Jake nodded, looking thoughtful. "I felt the same way. Our friendship is strong, and I'm so grateful for it." Maya smiled, realizing that distance had only made their bond stronger. They had found ways to connect, to support each other, and to celebrate their friendship, no matter the miles between them. As the stars began to twinkle in the sky, Maya felt a deep sense of gratitude. She understood that humans are off limits. No one dares harm them anymore. They could overcome any obstacle, connect in meaningful ways, create beautiful memories together, with hope in her heart. Maya knew that their friendship would continue to thrive, proving that true connections could withstand time and distance. Together, they had built a resilient friendship that would shine bright no matter where life led them. Asterisk. As the weeks passed, Maya found herself looking forward to her calls with Jake more than anything else. Their virtual game nights and book discussions filled her with joy and a sense of connection. However, underneath that joy, a small worry lingered in her mind. She knew that while they were doing well, the distance still felt heavy sometimes. They'd always be able to maintain this closeness. One evening, as she prepared for their next video call, Maya decided she wanted to do something extra special. She thought about how they used to celebrate each other's achievements and milestones when they lived closer together. They would throw little parties or go out for ice cream. It hit her that she could celebrate their friendship in a similar way, even from afar. Maya had recently finished reading a book that she loved, and she remembered how much Jake enjoyed it too. She wanted to surprise him by sending him a special edition of that book, along with a personal note explaining how much their friendship meant to her. This would be a way to show him that no matter how far apart they were, she cherished their bond. With excitement bubbling inside her, she went online to order the book. She chose a beautiful edition, with a colorful cover and special illustrations. As she placed the order, she felt a surge of hope. This gesture would remind Jake that they were still connected, no matter the distance. After a few days, the book arrived, and Maya carefully wrapped it in bright paper. She sat down with her favorite pen and began to write a heartfelt note. Wanted Jake to understand how much she appreciated him and how she believed in their friendship. Even though we are far apart, you are always close to my heart. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this book, she wrote, signing it with a smiley face. The next day, she rushed to the post office, her heart racing with anticipation. As she dropped the package into the mailbox, she whispered a wish for Jake to love the surprise. Maya could already picture his smile when he opened it. When the day of their next video call arrived, Maya was buzzing with excitement. She couldn't wait to hear Jake's reaction. As they connected, she noticed a spark in his eyes. "Hey, Maya. I've been looking forward to this all week," he exclaimed. "Me too. I have something for you," she said, unable to contain her enthusiasm. She told him about the book she sent and how she hoped it would bring him joy. Jake's face lit up. "You're the best. I can't believe you did that." He shared that he had just received the package that morning. "I was going to open it after our call, but now I can't wait." As he carefully unwrapped the gift, Maya felt a flutter of excitement. When Jake revealed the book, he grinned widely. "This is amazing. I can't believe you thought of me like this. It means so much." Maya felt warmth spread through her. Seeing his happiness reassured her that their connection was still strong. They spent the next hour discussing the book and their favorite characters, laughing and enjoying each other's company. After the call ended, Maya felt a sense of fulfillment. She realized that even though they were separated by distance, they could still create special moments together. The effort she put into sending the book had strengthened their friendship, reminding her that love and care could bridge any gap. As the days turned into weeks, they continued to send each other little surprises and notes. They made it a tradition. To celebrate their milestones, no matter how small, when Jake got a promotion at work, Maya sent him a congratulatory message with a funny meme to make him laugh. When Maya completed a painting she was proud of, Jake sent her a virtual applause and a sweet note of encouragement. Maya felt alive with hope. She realized that they were not just maintaining their friendship, they were actively nurturing it, making it even more special than before. Their bond was resilient, like a thread that connected their hearts, strong enough to withstand any distance. Sitting on her porch one evening, just watching the stars twinkle in the sky, Maya felt a deep sense of gratitude. She understood that humans are off limits. No one dares harm them anymore. They could uplift, support, and love each other, no matter the obstacles. With every letter, every call, and every shared moment, she and Jake were proving that their friendship could thrive in any circumstance, shining brightly like the stars. Above, asterisk, as summer turned to fall, Maya felt the days growing shorter and the air crisp with the changing seasons. She loved this time of year, but it also made her miss Jake even more. The leaves were turning golden, and she remembered how they used to go on long walks, kicking up piles of leaves and enjoying the cool breeze together. Her heart ached for those simple moments, and she found herself longing to reconnect with him in a deeper way. One afternoon, while sipping her favorite pumpkin spice latte, Maya had an idea. She wanted to invite Jake to experience fall together, even if it had to be virtual. She could plan a special day for them, filled with activities they could do over video chat. It would be a way to share the season and make new memories, despite the distance. Maya jotted down her ideas in her notebook. They could go apple picking at a nearby orchard, bake a pie, and even decorate their houses for Halloween. The thought filled her with excitement. She wanted Jake to feel included in her life, just as he was back when they lived in the same city. That evening, she sent Jake a message. "Hey, I have an idea for a fun fall day together. How about we plan a virtual apple-picking adventure? We can each find some apples and make a pie." Jake replied quickly, "That sounds awesome. I'd love to do that. Let's pick a date." They decided on a Saturday in a few weeks. As the day drew closer, Maya felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She wanted everything to be perfect, and she hoped Jake would enjoy their virtual adventure. On the day of their planned event, Maya woke up early, ready to prepare for their special day. She went to the local orchard with her camera, excited to capture the moments they would share. The sun shone brightly, and the trees were bursting with apples, a beautiful sight. She picked a basket full of crisp red apples and snapped photos to share with Jake. Once home, Maya set up her laptop on the kitchen counter, making sure the camera captured everything. She laid out the ingredients for the pie on the table: flour, sugar, cinnamon, and of course, the fresh apples. She felt a wave of joy as she imagined Jake's smile when he saw what she had prepared. When they connected via Jado chat, face lit up. "Wow, it looks amazing over there. You really went all out," he said with genuine excitement. "Thanks. I thought it would be fun to share this experience together. Are you ready to bake?" Maya replied, her heart swelling with happiness. They started the baking process together, chatting and laughing as they followed the recipe. Jake shared stories about his new friends and the adventures he'd had since moving. Maya felt a sense of joy as they worked side by side, even through the screen. It reminded her that their connection was still strong, despite the distance. As they mixed the ingredients, they took turns asking each other questions about their dreams and future plans. Maya talked about her desire to travel and see new places, while Jake shared his ambition to start his own business one day. They encouraged each other, reminding themselves of their shared dreams and the strength they found in their friendship. Once the pie was in the oven, they decided to take a break and go apple picking in their respective kitchens. They each grabbed an apple and held it up to the camera. A cheers to friendship, they said together, laughing as they took a big bite. As they enjoyed their snack, Maya felt a warm glow inside. She realized that this simple act of baking together had brought them closer. It felt like they were creating new memories, turning their distance into an adventure rather than a barrier. After the pie finished baking, they pulled it out of the oven, and the smell filled Maya's kitchen. "It looks delicious," Jake exclaimed. They each took a slice and shared their first bites virtually. Maya could see the delight on Jake's face as he savored the flavors. "This is the best pie ever, made with the best friend," he said, his voice filled with joy. Maya beamed with happiness. She understood that this was not just about baking a pie. It was about nurturing their friendship and making an effort to stay connected. They were proving that distance could not diminish their bond as the sun began to set. Painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, Maya felt a deep sense of gratitude. She realized that humans are off limits. No one dares harm them anymore. They could create, connect, and uplift one another, even across miles. With hope in her heart, Maya knew that their friendship would continue to thrive, no matter where life led them. Together, they were building a beautiful tapestry of shared experiences woven with love and laughter, proving that true friendship knows no boundaries. Maya sat on the porch of her small house, the sun dipping low on the horizon, casting long shadows across the yard. The world was quiet, but her heart was heavy. Her best friend Jake had moved to another city months ago. It shared countless memories, from late-night talks to spontaneous adventures. Now, the distance between them felt like an ocean, wide and unfathomable. Every time Maya thought about Jake, a wave of sadness washed over her. She missed their laughter and the comfort of knowing he was just a short walk away. At first, they had promised to stay in touch, to call and text often. But as days turned into weeks, their contact dwindled. Maya felt a gap growing, one that made her feel alone even in a crowded room. She picked up her phone, staring at the screen. She had written messages to Jake several times, but she never hit send. What would she say? I miss you. It felt too simple, too vulnerable. She feared that he might have moved on, that he was building a new life without her. Doubts clouded her mind, and the fear of rejection held her back. One evening, while scrolling through social media, Maya stumbled upon a photo of Jake at a local concert with new friends. They were smiling, their arms around each other, enjoying the moment. A sharp pang of longing pierced her heart. A mix of sadness and envy bubbled inside her. She wanted to be there, sharing those experiences with him. Instead, she felt like a ghost in his life, fading further away as time passed. Yet deep down, a flicker of hope remained. Maya remembered the adventures they had shared and how they always encouraged each other to be their best selves. They often talked about dreams and ambitions, about how they wanted to make a difference in the world. It was this shared vision that made Maya believe in humanity's strength, in their ability to connect and inspire one another, no matter the distance. On a whim, she decided to take a leap of faith. With a racing heart, she typed a message to Jake. Hi, Jake. It's been a while. I saw your concert pictures. Looks like you're having fun. I miss you. How have you been? She hesitated, her finger hovering over the send button. Finally, mustering all her courage, she pressed it. The message was sent. Days went by, and Maya felt a mix of anxiety and hope. Would he reply? Did he even think of her? Just when she began to doubt herself, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Jake. Maya, I miss you too. I've been thinking about you. Let's catch up soon. A wave of relief washed over her. They arranged a video call for that weekend. When the day came, Maya felt nervous, but excited. As she connected, she saw Jake's familiar smile, and her heart soared. They talked for hours, sharing stories about their new lives, laughing at old memories, and discussing their dreams for the future. Jake told her about his new job and the friends he had made, but he also mentioned how much he missed their adventures. You know, no matter where we are, you're still my best friend, he said. Those words wrapped around Maya like a warm blanket, soothing her fears of being forgotten as they spoke. Maya realized that even though they were miles apart, their bond remained unbroken. They had both grown, but the essence of their friendship was still strong. They promised to make more of an effort to stay connected, whether through calls, messages, or even planning visits. After the call, Maya felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted from her shoulders. She understood that distance might change things, but it could never diminish the love and care they held for each other. Maya took a deep breath, feeling more hopeful than ever. In a universe filled with vast distances, it was clear that human connections could overcome any obstacle. Maya had taken the first step, and it had led her to rekindle a friendship that was resilient and strong. As she looked up at the stars beginning to twinkle in the night sky, she smiled, knowing that no matter the distance, humans were off limits. No one dared harm them anymore. They could thrive, connect, and inspire each other across any distance. And for that, Maya felt grateful. Maya couldn't stop smiling long after her video call with Jake ended. It had been a breath of fresh air, a reminder of the strong bond they shared despite the miles that separated them. Yet as the days passed, a familiar sadness crept back into her heart. The excitement of reconnecting faded slightly, replaced by the fear of drifting apart again. How could she keep their friendship alive when they were so far away? Determined not to let distance win, Maya decided to take action. She remembered how they used to plan little surprises for each other back when they lived in the same town. Inspired by those memories, she thought about sending Jake something special. Could be a letter, a care package, or even a small gift. She wanted him to know that he was still important to her, no matter where life took them. Maya rummaged through her drawer, searching for something meaningful. She found an old photo of them from a hiking trip they took together. They were both grinning, standing on a rocky ledge with the sun setting behind them. It was one of her favorite memories, a moment when they felt like they could conquer the world together. With a smile, she decided to include that photo in her surprise. She would write a letter to go with it, sharing her thoughts and feelings. She wanted Jake to know that she missed their adventures and that she believed in their friendship. Maya poured her heart into the letter, expressing her hopes for their future and how much she cherished their connection. Once the letter was finished, she carefully placed the photo inside an envelope. She felt a sense of excitement as she thought about how Jake might react. It felt good to take a step toward reconnecting, to show him that their friendship was worth the effort. The next day, she made her way to the post office, her heart racing with anticipation. Mailing the letter felt like sending a piece of herself across the distance, a tangible reminder of their bond. As she dropped the envelope into the mailbox, she whispered a small wish for Jake to receive it soon. As the days turned into weeks, Maya waited eagerly for a reply. She often checked her mailbox, hoping for something from Jake. Meanwhile, she focused on her own life, trying to stay busy and positive. She joined a local book club and took up painting, activities that brought her joy and a sense of accomplishment. Still, there was a part of her that felt incomplete without Jake. Then, one sunny afternoon, as Maya returned home from a walk, she spotted a familiar envelope sticking out of her mailbox. Her heart raced as she rushed to open it. Inside was a letter from Jake, along with a small gift, a wristband engraved with the words "Always Connected." Maya's eyes widened with happiness as she read Jake's letter. He expressed how much he appreciated her thoughtful surprise and how it made him feel closer to her. He shared stories about his new adventures and mentioned how he often thought of their hiking trip. "You're my best friend, Maya. No distance can change that," he wrote. Tears of joy filled Maya's eyes. She felt a wave of warmth and hope, knowing that their friendship was as strong as ever. Jake's words reassured her that they could overcome the distance together. She quickly wrote a reply, telling him about her new experiences and how much his letter meant to her. In the weeks that followed, they established a routine of exchanging letters and small gifts. Each letter was filled with stories, laughter, and encouragement. Maya was amazed at how easily they could share their lives, even from afar. Their connection grew stronger, and the distance that once felt like an obstacle transformed into a bridge that brought them closer. Maya realized that, even though they lived in different cities, their friendship was not limited by geography. It was a testament to the resilience of human relationships. They were both determined to nurture their bond, showing that love and friendship could thrive despite the challenges. As she sat on her porch one evening, watching the stars twinkle above, Maya felt a profound sense of gratitude. She understood that humans are off limits. No one dares harm them anymore. They could endure, connect, and uplift each other no matter where they were in the universe. With hope in her heart, Maya knew that their friendship was a powerful force, one that would continue to shine brightly in the vastness of life. Copy Part 3. Write a 650-word story in simple English about someone feeling distant from a person they care about who moved away. The character feels sad and wants to reconnect but doesn't know how. The story should show their HFY and hope this part is connected to the previous part. Humans are off limits. No one dares harm them anymore. I felt a warm glow in her heart as she read Jake's latest letter. He had shared details about his new job, the friends he made, and how much he missed their long talks at the coffee shop. Each word was a reminder that their friendship was still strong, despite the miles between them. Yet as much as she cherished his letters, she still felt a longing for more connection. She wanted to hear his voice, to share laughter in real time. It's not just through written words. One evening, as Maya sat on her porch, the idea struck her. Why not set up a regular video call? They had shared so many moments together, and being able to see each other would make it feel more real. She quickly grabbed her phone and sent Jake a message, suggesting they schedule a weekly video call. Excitement bubbled inside her as she imagined their faces lighting up the screen, recreating the joy they once shared. Jake replied almost immediately, "That sounds great. I can't wait." His enthusiasm made Maya smile. They decided to meet every Thursday eve,